Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading with me. We're going to dive in. This will be for the 3rd to the 9th. You guys might be happy I have my old mic back because I have a table now and I also have my top camera back. So let's just dive straight into your reading, Virgo. Let's see what's going on for you guys for the week ahead, right? Already entering November. Can you believe that is almost 2025 done? Why I feel like I say this the last few years, I feel like I've been saying this more than usual. But that's just crazy to me. All right, Virgo, and starting out November, you have a storm warning. Now, this usually means that there is something maybe uncomfortable coming up because storms usually are kind of like a bit of disaster or maybe a little bit of an argument coming up or some change can also be the case here. It's a 10 as well, so it could be like an end of a cycle. It could be an argument. I don't know if it's like rage that I'm seeing as well, but it just almost feels like something's gonna come through, right? We're gonna see what this is for you. Whatever comes up, it's kind of like the Tower card a bit, where it feels like whatever is meant to fall apart, it's for a reason. Whatever stays remaining is what's meant to stay, right? Almost feels like spirit could be cleansing areas of your life so that you can actually have a more focus. I'm almost feeling like these things didn't matter, these pillars in your life, or these things that you wanted to do or were doing. It's fair to say now you focus on what's here. So in a way, it has its purpose. Let's see what's going on for Virgo during this week. Unfinished symphony, another 10. Ooh, I'm getting excited because it's about new chapters, right? It's about ending old chapters and getting ready for new. So at the moment, you're ending things, you're releasing, you're letting go. We're also entering, by the way, a bit of a Mercury retrograde. Actually, I think it happens on the 9th of November. I could be wrong there, but it's soon. It's the energies of it right now, basically, which could mean past coming up, especially with unfinished symphony and storm warning. It kind of looks a little bit like something where there's no closure, or where there's been, something's not fully closed out. I always hear this as an unfinished song or a finished song that's got a key out of tune. So again, we have to go back and revisit it. Basically, whatever this is, which is the theme of Mercury retrograde. And guess what? You guys are ruled by the planet Mercury, so it's going to affect you and Geminis the most. I don't know what sign it's retrograding in, so I could tell you a bit more, but I didn't do my research. I'll leave you guys the pros to leave that in the comment section. But anyway, unfinished symphony, something is not completed and needs some finishing touches. Maybe that's projects that you need to go back and really kind of finalize it because it's not quite right just yet, according to spirit. But it of course could be about people coming back. Let's figure it out. Don't need to rush. Storm warning and unfinished symphony. For Virgos, I'm going to take it. What is it? It's about fear. So this is also a week where spirit really wants you to release your fears. This says, I realize I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So everything that's coming up is helping you to find solutions, right? By maybe showing you what is not the right outcome or not the right solution. So it's all kind of like rejection is protection. I see it as that. So, let's see what else. Let's get your chakra card out. For my Virgos, please. Okay. This storm warning could be rejection of some kind. And acceptance. So acceptance is kind of, it's a card about accepting yourself. You don't need to be like everyone else, basically, in that you can be a different type of pie. And that's okay. That's basically what that card is saying. But I wonder if storm warning is rejection. Being rejected of fear. There's fear of rejection. Oh, what is this saying? Like, how can I merge this together? I'm going to dive in with clarifying this because I want to get it out the way. Why is storm warning here, please? 10 of Cups. So that's not bad at all. So I'm going to say the storm warning itself is difficult when you're in the middle of a tornado, right? But afterwards, I feel like there's going to be more of a sense of community and happy days after the storm happens. Okay. So it's going to have a positive result at the end of the day. Okay. There's going to be a very, very good result. And what's the storm itself? Ace of Cups. Well, it's not in the Sun card being here. These are the best cards here. Excuse my plaster, by the way. What do you guys call this in America? Plaster? I don't know. But Ace of Cups is a brand new beginning. Ace of Cups is love. Ace of Cups is unconditional love, but it's also self-love. It's new feelings and emotions, a new experience. Ace of Cups and Ten of Cups is beautiful. So what am I feel like I'm picking up on something maybe more negative. Where is that coming from? Justice reverse. Okay, that makes sense. And that also, at which point did I turn my thing around? Libra energy. That is so divine. I guess if it relates to you at least, because justice being reversed is an injustice. And that could be rejection, right? Maybe something doesn't get accepted and it's because of some, malice or something like that. Because when justice is reversed, it's like these things are not balanced. The outcome here, whoever's deciding it, is not really the best. And this again could be situations where, your justice was rejected in some way. But the thing is, there's happiness at the end of this. So I don't want you to worry too much about it, but just be aware that the storm warning could be that you might need to revisit something. Like we've been saying, you might need to go and appeal something if it's legal, or because there's an imbalance. The storm and the imbalance as well can also speak about maybe some things going on in your life that are unbalanced right now, and that you're not doing yourself any justice for your growth, right? At the end of the day, the universe always wants us to grow and evolve. So when we get stuck for too long, we start entertaining things that just aren't good for us, chaos happens, right? For spirit to clear the way and say that's been taking up too much of your energy and attention, so it's time for change. So whatever comes up, it seems to be leading you towards beautiful emotional experiences. That could be new love, right? It could be new communities, friendships, stuff like that, deeper connections around you. And I always see these fish as also like, I feel like koi fish, I always see it as it's supposed to be about family, but also about wealth. And I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong with that, but I feel like I read a card once and I always had that meaning around wealth and success and future success. Ten of Cups, though, happiness. So even though it might be a little bit of a shake-up happening during this week, it seems like it's going to have a good result at the end of the day. So what is unfinished symphony? Four of Wands, which tells me you're going to get, the Judgment card being here as well is about truth. It's about a message for some. It's about forgiveness or releasing and surrendering something for, again, happiness and success. Some of you, by finalizing a project or completing a project that wasn't finished, when you finally deal with it, it's going to bring you a lot of success and happiness. And 11:11, right? Wish fulfillment. What is unfinished? Can I know? Four of Pentacles. This could be to do with finances. This could be to do with the fact that if you are struggling financially, or you're not reaching your goals in a way in the time that you want to, the Four of Pentacles can sometimes be your belief systems or what you're holding on to or holding back from is a problem. Okay, like the fact that you're holding back, or let's see, unfinished symphony, the Fool. So so something's being closed out finally, and Judgment being here. Seven of Cups, so things are going to be made clear to you. This is when things are confusing and you've lacked closure, like we've been saying, that we were not able to complete something fully or learn the lessons from something. Judgment coming through is about cooling. It is about divine judgment. How is this coming through into your life? Two of Swords. This is about a decision that you're going to make to fully cut something out, or to just finally make a decision. So the clarity is really coming from you. Four of Wands. Now the Devil and a Four of Wands could be about you overcoming a fear. You feeling success because you're finally doing something that once scared you, or finally cutting away from things that have been holding you down or having power over you. Four of Pentacles. Did you see that, Virgo? Oh my god. Sorry, I love tarot sometimes. When spirit's in the room like that, it gives me the shivers. Anyway, Justice reverse on top of Justice reverse. Okay, This has been where there's been a lack of justice. Now, this could have been around situations where people were really greedy with finances, or where people were, putting too much importance over that. It's could have really messed up in terms of your finances. But the Four of Pentacles really is about stubborn people, you being stubborn as well, or you holding too tightly to something that's been an imbalance, like we said a bit earlier. So it does feel like this week and during this time, because energy is fluid, right? It's not really specifically set in time. But Virgo, I'm really going to be honest when I say this. Spirit's coming in and it's really going to start. It's in a way, it's a gift. It's going to make things clear for you during this week. But the way that it happens might feel a bit like a tornado running through your life and then leaving what's left behind, saying, okay, this is what you got. In a way, it's because things have been unbalanced for so long, that Spirit has no choice but to intervene, almost to give you what it is that you're deserving of. And remember what that is, as happiness. So again, like maybe it's the fear of rejection. Maybe you guys coming outside your comfort zone, whatever it is, it just feels like a storm. I still want to know what the storm is. Like, is that a message? What is the storm? Knight of Pentacles. So that could be like a career opportunity coming up for you, right? Might take you outside your comfort zone. Might mean you have to, like, maybe you're progressing here. What is the storm? Ten of Pentacles. Career opportunity is going to bring you a lot of wealth, and maybe it's you investing your time and energy. But I want to know what the storm is. Could be like financial windfall, by the way, that's coming in. In fact, for some of you, maybe this is your justice. You're finally going to get some rewards for your hard work and efforts in life, right? Maybe you've had a lot of rejections, and now is a time where things are finally working out in your favor. And what's coming through, the storm could be just showering money, right? Really could be that. All right, anything else I need to know about this unfinished symphony? Queen of Swords, Libran energy again. So this is really about, I saw Ten of Swords and the Death card. It's really about closing out cycle, like we've been saying. Placing boundaries, cutting out that devil energy, fears or whatever, and really starting fresh with the Fool card, a new beginning. And fear, Ace of Cups. Like it says, you're testing your resolve to live in an energy of love. Your fears are signals from your body about what feels unsafe to you. And if good things make you feel unsafe, then your nervous system could just be dysregulated, right? Like, and your belief systems might not be aligned to your dreams and goals. So in a way, it's helpful that you feel that fear, because it's like, okay, now you're showing me something, right? So listen to your body and listen to your feelings and emotions, because they're teaching you something about yourself, right? It's all your subconscious mind. And the Ace of Cups being here is bringing more peace and love to this area of your life. Bringing more love where there is fear, bringing more compassion wherever you have fear. Anything else about fears? Page of Pentacles, learn about it, right? Learn more about it. Take the first step. Overcoming a fear seems to be a theme for you guys during this week. Now, why is acceptance here? It's base chakra, so it's root. Hierophant. Again, about beliefs. It's about traditional ways of doing things. You don't have to be traditional. And I say that because the storyline behind acceptance is that she's baking this pie and she feels like she's taking a slice out. I don't know what the story is, but she's taking a slice out and now she feels like the cake looks empty and the pie represents herself. But then she's giving her a new perspective of maybe it's a heart-shaped pie instead. And then she feels better about it. So I think it's about reframing for acceptance. What would that mean for you? Hierophant. I feel like coming out of the traditional ways of doing things. If you've been stuck in a box for some time, Virgo, it's time to just create your own life. What exactly is Virgo accepting here? Could be, again, this opportunity. Not overthinking who you are and if you're deserving of it, right? Because again, base chakra can also affect your finances, by the way. So it kind of makes some sense here. What is the Hierophant doing here then? It's about your commitments to your future dreams and goals and happiness. Hierophant, Ten of Pentacles could be a good work opportunity, by the way. Eight of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. The fear of not being enough. despite how hard you've been working already. Who was it that I was speaking to today where it's like you still have 7 pentacles, you don't have 1 or none, right? So it's like you've made a lot of progress in life, and don't forget how far you've come. Sometimes we can look at where we want to go, which is the 10 of Pentacles. We want all these big things in life, we want to be someone, but it's like don't forget the journey that you've been on already and who you are today, right? You are already enough. You don't need to be any specific way to be enough. So I feel like, really that addressing your identity, addressing who you are, addressing how you view yourself is so important to how you show up in the world. Because when we are, when we don't believe in ourselves, we kind of close ourselves off and we don't feel good about it, and therefore we hide away. But when you feel good about yourself, even if you don't have skills, there are so many people out there who have less skills than you, who are more successful or shine bright or whatever it is, because they just believe in themselves. They show up for themselves, and that really is just it. So how can you show up for yourself, basically as yourself, without needing to be anybody else? Just you. Sure, there might be work that you could do and there's things you can still learn. That's fine. You don't need to be perfect in order to accept yourself, because that's not acceptance, is it? Anyway, that's what I feel like is here. Your beliefs around yourself and how you need to show up. You can be different to everyone else, and that could be your biggest strength. That could be the thing that leads you towards success. So you're trying to fit in any way, in terms of love and relationships. I don't know. It's just almost like expressing your uniqueness is what you're supposed to do during this week. All right. And why is rejection here? King of Wands, fire sign energy, Page of Swords. Someone's a hater. Don't worry about them. What? Your fears of how people might view you is stopping you from expressing yourself or working on whatever it is. Like you're already anticipating what people are going to say, and that's stopping you from creating. Take your power back. Remember, you are the one building an empire. Don't have fears and don't hold on to what people might say. And who's this King of Wands? Because there's a fire sign here who's critiquing you in the distance, and I think it's just jealousy with the Page of Swords. What is the Page of Swords doing here? Queen of Cups. That tells me they care deeply. King of Wands, 6 of Cups is someone from your past. Yeah, Knight of Cups. This person probably has feelings for you, or cares for you, and in a way they have an ego, so they might be watching you and feeling jealous and feeling angry. That's the surface level, but really deep down. It's giving Scorpio energy too. Anything else for Virgos during this week? Let's pull some more cards out here. I get a bit obsessed with messages that I feel like are not like fully clear to me. Like, what is the storm? I'm not going to go over it anymore because I feel like I've already, tried my best to go over it, and Spirit said what they said about that. But let's see, what other messages does Virgo need to know about this week? 2 of Swords. Listening to your inner judgment is important. Trusting your intuition. Maybe in terms of making financial decisions. It's time to make better financial decisions. Okay. Let's see. Because 7 of Pentacles is coming up again. That was around your self-acceptance and maybe around a financial opportunity. King of Pentacles could be someone coming in, giving you an opportunity in some way, or it could be someone to help, or it could be you because you are an earth sign. 2 of Swords is the main message here, really about your decisions matter, and making decisions based on your intuition matters as well. It's not always what it looks like on the surface, it's how you feel about it. That's important. What is this decision? 2 of Swords, or cutting out? 5 of Wands is conflict, mental conflict, and the Queen of Pentacles, negotiating your worth and value. Negotiating your wealth and value. Trying to prove yourself in any way, or, anything like that. Like you don't need to explain yourself to anyone. That could be about conflict. I don't know. What is this about, please? 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords. So it definitely is about something that really created a lot of pain. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I think this is you, about like you honoring your feelings and moving on successfully away from something that hurt you and created conflict. And that could be, again, this energy. Because I think the 2 of Swords came up with this cards too, didn't it? These cards as well. It was this calling and this judgment, this release and surrender wasn't really just about communication and a divine, something happening. It was more about your decision to cut it out and to understand that you no longer need to be in this fight or be in this conflict or to feel this anymore, because you're moving on with your life and you don't need to prove yourself or your innocence or whatever it is to anyone, or your worth or your value. So that is a way of cutting out that cycle. And the King of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. So that tells me that you will find some happiness and joy and wish fulfillment over your financial endeavors. The Eight of Wands, moving in the right direction. I love that for you. In terms of your career, you're moving in the right direction. You're going to start to see some, successful signs. Seven of Pentacles. Yes, there is a feeling that, so you're working at the Seven of Pentacles and you feel like you're at a 5. So again, that already tells me that you are not as far back as you think you are in life. The Five of Pentacles can again be a lack perspective and lack mentality. So really try work on that. Ace of Pentacles is again about maybe bringing more stability into your life. Maybe starting fresh a little bit here. A first clean slate, not worrying about what you've lost or where you're at compared to what you used to be or where you're going to go. Don't compare. Just focus on square one. Ace of Pentacles does look like an opportunity that might also help you to build on what you've got. It could be a new stream of income. That could be financial help. Seven of Pentacles really asks for you to really nurture and have patience with what you're building right now. Page of Wands, because there will be a really good, there is going to be a good announcement, right? The Page of Wands feels like an offer coming your way. So I like that for you. Is there anything else you want to speak to Virgo about? Ten of Swords, Empress, trust that whatever walks away and whatever comes to an end is just not matching your Empress energy. Okay. Anything else? Queen of Swords, jumping over here, bringing more justice into your life by placing more boundaries, knowing what it is that you want. Again, I do see something's going to bring you more focus. And yeah, it's going to cause you to, so this storm is going to kind of cause you to let go of some things you've been holding on to that are not serving you anymore. And that's all. That's all I have to say before I start repeating myself. But anyway, Virgo, that's all I got for you. If you enjoyed and if it resonated, then please let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you want. But aside from that, I'll see you guys in the next one.